Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben's award-winning podcast, as voted by Grow Your Own magazine and by my followers and listeners. So if you're new to the podcast, make sure you click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our podcasts, listen back to all our previous episodes, sit back, grab a brew and let's enjoy today's episode. Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben. Well, it's Sunday and I didn't make it to the allotment. The snow has just started falling here in Sheffield again, so there's no chance of me going to the plot today. Fingers crossed we get tomorrow, but we'll have to see if the snow is still hanging around. So what have we been up to? So today I've just launched a brand new podcast channel, so if you enjoy these podcasts, make sure you go and give my other one a follow, called Gardening for Fitness. So you should be able to find that in the Spotify store and the Apple store. It's currently getting uploaded, so hopefully it will be on there shortly if you can't find it. And it's called Gardening for Fitness, Gardening with Ben. So you should be able to find it, fingers crossed. So that podcast is going to be talking all about gardening for fitness, obviously, and for mental health, and just talking about how gardening can help in the fitness and keep you happy. So please do give that a subscribe and you'll be able to listen to even more podcasts, as I know I get quite a few regular listens on here, so it's good to start a brand new channel and focus on that side of things as well. So if you've got any suggestions of what you'd like to hear, please do drop me a message on Instagram and I'll give it a talk. So yeah, thanks for, well, it's how well this has gone so far, really. That's why I've decided to launch that second podcast. This one's been running a year now, so I thought I'd expand and start a new podcast and see how that one gets on. Hopefully we get as many listens on that one. If we do, I'll definitely be recording lots of episodes on there as well. But this one still does take priority, as this is where the main people listen to. So yeah, please do give it a find, Gardening for Fitness, and have a listen. There's one episode on there already, a little introduction. So give it a listen and enjoy. So yesterday we were busy sowing all my sweet pea seeds. If you follow me on Facebook, you will have seen that I shared a video on the way that I do it, as I tried this way last year and it was absolutely successful. The sweet peas that grew from it and germinated from it were fantastic, and I didn't realise that you should be starting them now, because sowing sweet peas now will make them stronger, they will bloom earlier, as they'll be growing faster. So as soon as the sun starts to come out, they'll be growing and flowering, so you'll get flowers for much longer on the sweet peas. So that is why I've sown them all now. So yeah, that is what I did yesterday. I recorded that. So if you're not following me on YouTube, give me a follow, Gardening with Ben, where I'm talking and showing you tips and advice. As I'm hoping to start doing more videos because I'm getting a lot more free time now. So I'm hoping to do a lot more videos to share with you all, as I know a lot of people like to see what I'm actually getting up to and how I'm doing it. So yeah, feel free to give it a follow. We're also recording an episode which should hopefully be on tonight, talking about the different gardening magazines which are out there at the moment, as there's lots of different gardening magazines out there, and I get the Grow Your Own magazine and I get the Kitchen Garden magazine, and I've just purchased for the first time this month Gardener's World magazine, as obviously I do watch it, so I thought I'd purchase it and see what that one's about. So I'm looking forward to reading that one and seeing what's in there. And to be honest, that one's a cheaper magazine out of the other two. There's no free seeds in it, but hopefully it is packed full of information, because the more information that I read, the more podcasts I can do, because I'm sharing that information with everybody, and what I learn I give back to you. And that's the thing that I enjoy in doing the gardening, sharing what I learn with all my followers. So yeah, we've been doing that. And what else have we been up to? Oh, we're hopefully going to be planting some lemon seeds this afternoon, as I grew some last year using a technique and they did really well. But I'm hoping I didn't actually water them once they started growing, so they actually died. So I'm hoping to try some more off again and give it a good start. So I'm going to be recording that as well for you to show you how I've done that. And I may also do a podcast episode on it as well to share with you the tips and advice on how to grow a lemon tree. You may not necessarily get lemons on it, but fingers crossed, you never know, we may do. So we'll be giving that a try as well. So yeah, it's been pretty busy this weekend, as I don't like to sit still and do nothing. I like to get cracking and get doing stuff. So I hope that you've all had a good weekend, and I hope you've all had a bit of snow, because everybody likes the first bit of snow of the winter. It's just when it turns to ice that people don't like it, and a lot of it had turned to ice round near me, and it was a struggle walking to the pub and back last night. I weren't drunk, but I did slip over on the ice, but I am fine. So yeah, hopefully we can get rid of this ice and get back onto the allotment and doing what I enjoy doing. But we'll see. It is obviously winter, so the weather is to be expected, and hopefully we won't get too much snow, because I do want to get on the plot and get doing stuff. I have got still loads and loads to be doing. I got all my raspberry plants pruned back, which was the main thing, but I do need to get my fruit trees pruned back, my apple trees and my pear trees. I'll leave my plum trees until summertime, because that's when you're meant to prune them, plum trees. But I do need to prune my apple tree and my pear tree. So we need to crack on and get doing stuff like that. And I need to get on in the shed and get doing some work in there. I know obviously that's indoors and I could be going down to the allotment now, but it's a struggle to drive onto the plot, as I drove on last time when it snowed and I nearly got my car stuck down there, which is not ideal, so I don't want to do that again. So yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Please do find this new podcast channel, Gardening for Fitness, and give it the first episode a listen, and subscribe to it as well, because I'm going to be posting episodes on there as well as on here. So have a great weekend, everyone, and as always, remember, keep gardening, keep smiling, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben. So thank you for listening to today's episode of Gardening with Ben. We hope that you've enjoyed this episode. Remember to do click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our podcasts. Feel free to share them on your Instagram stories so that it spreads the word about my podcast and we get lots more listeners. Feel free to check out my social media sites, Facebook and Instagram as well, Gardening with Ben, and also my YouTube channel, to stay up to date with all my handy videos, how-to videos, and sharing my tips and advice. And feel free to check the link as well in the description for my Gardening with Ben t-shirts. Lots of funny gardening design t-shirts in there for you to purchase at great prices too. So thanks again, and as always, remember, keep smiling and keep gardening.